What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Welcome in to another Spitballers podcast. Yeah, we're back again. Andy, Mike, and Jason. Spitballers podcast. We have life advice on the show today. We have great questions we're going to answer with our mouths.
Oh, man.
That's where you talk, Mike. We're going to answer them with our mouths.
I was trying to think of another way to answer, and that reminded me of that, I think it's a Geico commercial.
Okay.
Where the grandfather is asleep on the other side of the room, and his nose is whistling, but it's whistling a tune.
Yeah, it's Flight of the Bumblebee.
Yeah, and then they change it, and the family starts jamming out to his nose whistles.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's my goal. When I become old, man, I'm going to do every old thing the best. That's what I'm going to do. The recliner game. Oh, I'm going to have so many recliners.
See, he doesn't realize
that lift me up.
He is already doing the old man.
He's practiced.
No way, man. I don't have a recliner that does the elevating back that stands me up. I don't have the bathtub that has a seat in it that I can open the door.
It's got a door.
Yeah,
the door
I want that.
tub.
I've got a long way to go, Jason. I don't have a monthly subscription to Werther's Originals
Yet. The door
That's
tub.
That's correct.
The door tub is...
That's legit.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I have a very strong memory of being at my grandfather's house, and I need to call a friend. I think it's like I'm canceling a plan or whatever. I'm calling a friend. I'm probably 7 years old.
Okay.
I pick up the phone, and the person on the other line, once they answer, they are just shouting into my ear. Apparently, because this is old school phone.
He cranked the volume?
This is an old school phone that is set up for an elder statesman, so the volume is absolutely out of control. But I didn't know. I did not know, and now I've lost 50% of my hearing.
Believe it or not, and you have to believe it, I worked for a company that sold TTY telephones. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
Those are for hard of
for
hearing.
the hearing impaired.
Hearing impaired, and those are very hard of hearing.
Yes.
So the whole purpose of those phones is to have volumes and speaker levels that are just incredible. And what happened is all of those customers were very, very, very old. And they all came in to buy their phones at the retail location, but they couldn't hear. So all day long,
What?
really, really old,
So like
really,
Little
really
John.
loud, really, really old people came in to scream at me every day.
Is that where Little John was inspired?
Oh,
He worked for a TTY place.
there were.
Is it TTYL, like talk to you later?
No, just TTY.
Just talk to you.
Yell. But
Talk to yell.
I will say this: nice old people, the best on earth. Mean old people,
they mean
rough.
Yeah, this is the thing about life. During your course of living, you take a choice on what path you go.
Black or white.
You're either the further down the path you get, the further away from that center. You either are getting nicer and nicer and nicer, or you're getting ornerier. That's the word for the old people.
Yes.
Ornery.
Yeah, it's hard to pronounce now, easy to execute later.
Yes.
They picked a word because it's like you're excusing the angry old grandfather. Your guy's just ornery. Instead of saying he's angry.
That he can't be a jerk. He's just too old to call him a jerk.
Yeah. No, you're right. And
I'm
when you're right, you're right.
ornery.
Yeah.
And
Andy's so ornery.
So like right now, you're baking the cake of your life, and then you got to eat it when you're old. Mm-hmm. And you're either happy, it's either well made, or it tastes bad.
I'm making a nice fat cake, so it's gonna taste real good. I can't even imagine how big that cake's gonna be if I just keep getting bigger. Hey, should we let the spitwads?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Before you word vomit something out that you make a proclamation, then Andy and I have to pick up the pieces. I want you to think through your statement.
Okay.
Should you be saying this while we are recording?
No.
But you're going to do it anyway.
But here, yes, that's right. Should we? This is just a question. I'm not saying I'm going to talk about it. I'm just saying.
when you say, should we say blah, 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 you have said it.
Should-
This
well-
is, with all due respect,
Should
You're
we
ornery.
let the Spitwads know that we've been contemplating video? I'm not saying
knew
we
that.
tell them.
I
I'm
know
not
that's
saying
where
we
this
let
was
the
going.
cat out of the bag. I'm just saying
This is
should-
what we
I'm
talked
asking,
about.
Should we
we
contemplating letting the cat out of the bag?
bringing the whole podcast to YouTube in its glorious fashion?
Yeah, we could.
Should we
let's-
hold on to that for a
let's
while?
talk about talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But don't bring it up now.
Yeah, no, we're not going to hear any feedback on social
No.
media about that.
Hey, guess what? My wife was really, really happy with me.
Oh, fantastic.
for the YouTube?
No, because I gave her there was a pumpkin pie shout out on last show.
Oh,
For
that's
her
true.
epic pumpkin pie. We did the Thanksgiving sides on the most recent episode.
Yeah.
She was very proud. She gets proud when she is mentioned on this show. I've just put it
good
put it
or
that way.
bad?
No,
Okay.
No.
I was going to say.
just good.
To be fair, that
That-
was 2 episodes ago because last
That's true.
week was
That's
the
true.
draft of the TV dads, and I am crushing it.
Oh, is that posted?
crushing
You're
it?
not. I mean, yes, you are in the lead, but I'm at your heels. We are crushing Andy.
Well,
Okay, we can both agree
Mine
with
was terrible. My dads were terrible.
They really were.
First of all, 2 of my dads would have killed the other 2 dads within 5 minutes.
Yeah, very easily.
And then I would have just had 2 evil dads. No, I don't blame the voters for that. All right,
Jason, you are actually coming back.
find us
calling a comeback.
on Twitter. All the polls for our draft voting are on Twitter at SpitballersPod. You can find the website, SpitballersPod.com. And we always appreciate your Apple Podcast subscriptions, your reviews. Tell your friends about this show, and then they'll listen. And then you guys will debate the things we're debating, and you will have a happier life.
It is a lot of fun to discuss these drafts with friends, and I say that because I discuss these drafts with other people.
And you know what else is great? Questions. Great questions.
That's a great question.
I know it says life favors the prepared, right? Isn't that a cliche?
Never
Life
heard of
favors
it.
the bold.
That is
Favors
what
the
I've
bold.
heard.
What is a preparation related cliche?
That's the Boy Scouts. Always be prepared.
Well, I don't take the Boy Scout approach to these shows, and I'm always excited that I don't know. I don't know what the questions are
He's
going to be.
waving us off.
I think it's because Jason burped or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was a smell wave, not a show signal.
No, he's hiding it now. There's something he doesn't want brought up. I don't know what it is. Josh on Instagram.
Is it us maybe doing YouTube of the show?
Yeah, I feel
Well, where can they find us on YouTube?
like they can't find us anywhere right now. Actually, there is a YouTube
There, we
channel.
do have the
I guess
audio
you could go
on YouTube.
subscribe.
How about
and
this?
Then if
How about
video
this?
shows up,
if
it'll
we
be
get
there.
our subscriber count
To 1
to
million.
10,000,
Well, that's fair.
will we?
Oh, yeah.
Get the subscriber count to 10,000. You can subscribe now to the audio only, and then if we
That's
get
right.
up
Get
there,
it up
then
to 11,000,
we'll start
and then
recording
we'll
this
do
big
the
beauty.
video, right?
Yeah.
12,000? That's a great question. Here we go. Josh from Instagram sent this question in to us. He said, you are able to pick one item that you use or wear every day to be made brand new every day.
Oh yeah.
What would you pick? So this is interesting. I've never thought about this. So you could
I
have
have.
brand new underwear every day? Is that what it means?
Yep. Shoes, hats.
You've thought about this.
Oh, I have thought about this because there is a clear-cut answer without a shred of doubt.
Really?
There's definitely a practical answer, and then there is my answer.
Right, yeah, that sounds about right. No, I remember growing up as a kid thinking to myself, you know how you dream about, like, I'm going to be so rich someday
Right.
that I'll do these terribly, wasteful things.
Oh, yeah, the blank check mentality.
Yes, exactly. And I remember and of course I was going to give my
You would give
my
so much
used
away.
socks to the poor because I'm so generous.
Oh wow.
But I remember thinking, there's nothing like a brand new pair
Yes.
of cushy socks. They're not worn out from walking. They're not stretched out from a washing machine. Just a brand new pair of socks. And every single day, if I could wear brand new socks and then so graciously donate my used socks, that's what I would choose.
So does this factor at all into the fact that you never ever wear socks and shoes?
Oh, it's changed a lot.
You only wear flip flops. It's winter.
Yes.
You complain frequently about how cold it is in our office when it's not actually cold. It's cold because you are wearing flip-flops in the winter.
I got my flippy floppies on right this second. That is true, but
It's really the complaining about the cold that bothers us the most.
well, in my defense, it's very cold when you wear flip-flops. My issue with socks
My feet are freezing.
nowadays is real. Like, the reason I said this was a dream as a kid is because reaching my feet to put on socks now, it's much more
Now,
difficult.
how does that get fixed with new socks?
No, it doesn't, but it's still, new socks are awesome.
Wait, you look forward to it a little more so you're willing to bend over?
That is correct.
Now,
Wow.
do you want new socks or do you just want the cloudy with a chance of meatballs spray
no,
on
no, no,
socks?
no. I want fresh, brand
Spray shoes.
new,
That's your pick.
cushy socks every single day. Brand new.
I
Stark
wonder
white,
to see
ankle.
the gap between. Now, I know your family does this. Now, maybe you don't anymore, but previously when we go over to your house to eat, you have a lot of plasticware.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like
yeah.
paper plates, plastic cups, plastic
Paperware, yeah.
Yeah, paperware.
You hate the earth.
Yes.
Well, no. He hates washing dishes, right? Isn't that the point?
I'm saving the water, Mike. I love the earth so much. I choose to save water while you wasteful people
That
Yeah.
is the spin
run
for
the
all
dishwasher.
It's a really solid spin, though. I'm with it. I
Save
get
the
it.
water. Use
Is
paper
that your
and plastic.
That could be your
products.
mentality for the socks too. No laundry.
I mean,
you don't use water in the laundry. You,
What-
you
one
throw
of
the
the-
socks out.
One of the things that we have learned is how giving and
Generous.
and environmental.
You're very thoughtful.
I am. Yes.
I don't even know where I was going anymore. We were bringing up all the plasticware, and
Yeah.
so I don't remember anymore.
Fair.
It was related to your socks and throwing them away.
It's the same mentality. It is so easy to finish something and throw it away. That is so much easier than taking care of it or cleaning
I guess
it.
all I was thinking of is the gap between that, like the costs that are associated with buying plasticware over and over again. You just have to close that gap with socks.
Yes.
Now, does it
yeah.
need to be an expensive pair of socks?
Oh, for sure. Like,
Okay.
I'm not wearing.
'Cause you could
what's
probably
the
get
point
cheap
of getting
socks.
cheap socks brand new? No, I want this pair of socks is $7.99. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't even come in a 2-pack. You can't buy this in a 2-pack because these are high-end quality socks.
What style of sock are we talking about? We're
Low
talking no-show?
ankle no-shows.
I
Yep.
want you to be aware of this. Let's say you want to fulfill this. For under $3,000 a year, this could be your life.
Really,
Yes.
and I could give.
You could give those
So
socks away.
much
You
to
would
the
be
poor.
so generous.
Now, let me ask you
And
this.
you wouldn't have to launder a thing.
Okay, I know
Save the earth.
we're pivoting from the question just a little bit, but now I have a legitimate
We're
question.
spitballing, Mike.
We're spitballing. My name's Jason.
My name's Jason.
Didn't you just
called
call
him
me
Mike.
Oh, yeah, I was telling Mike that we're spitballing.
Okay. Legitimate
$2,916.
Legitimate
You were
question.
telling me that we were when Jason was the one who was
Right.
talking.
If I were to, let's just track with me here. If I were to say, homeless, the homeless people,
Right.
they do
They need
socks.
socks. Honestly, socks are what they need.
Last year or
$7.99
so,
used socks.
we packed a bunch of bags, and socks were one of the things that we
Yes.
put in there and distributed. But if I were to say I'm gonna go buy $3,000 worth of socks,
Yes.
and
Donate them.
distribute
And donate them
all of them,
One
that
day
would be-
after you use them.
but without wearing them, that would be
You're
a
so
very good thing, right?
Yes, it would be great.
Does it turn into a bad thing if I choose to wear them all one time and wash them?
Oh, you would wash them?
Oh yeah, I'm not
But
just
I
giving.
thought the whole point of this, or part of it, was you don't have sock laundry anymore.
Oh yeah, I guess
You're
I
saving
should
the
save
earth.
the water, save the earth. So yeah, okay,
They're worn one time.
They're lightly worn.
Some of them had,
But would
it
that
was a
change
basketball
it from,
day.
Would that change it from a great thing into a bad thing?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think, Mike? You're. I see your eyes.
Not a bad thing,
I
just
think
a less good thing.
It changes it from a great thing into just a good.
So if I can do a good thing
and
and get a fresh pair of socks every day,
You are making
I'm going to take some notes.
making a lot of
here.
sense over
Yeah.
here.
what if we start a new social campaign to do
Yes.
this?
Worldwide.
Get a sock. Give your 1 day old socks.
I'll bet we can get Haynes to
Hashtag 1 day old
sponsor us.
socks.
It's a GoFundMe for Jason's socks.
Because I give them after I wear them.
Terrible.
All right, I would pick that every time I go into my garage, there's a fresh.
Hold on.
Brand new
hold
car.
on. No, you have to wear it.
Yeah, you don't wear your car.
It says pick one item that you use or wear every day that may be brand new. So I'm thinking I get the new car smell and I go and I have a brand new car every day. No car maintenance.
Dude, I made a
But
mistake.
you went with the socks.
I didn't realize it could just be something I use every day because I've really gone. My $7.99 pair of socks kind of stinks.
You look
now.
real thrifty now.
Now, Mike, what are you doing?
See, I thought it was just a wear.
Something you wear. You want a new toothbrush every morning?
Nah, I want a new pair of sneakers every day.
I knew you were going.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're a sneaker.
I love sneakers.
This is-
The more flamboyant, the better. And if I had a new pair every day, I mean, you realize how
You're going to pull that off, though. You're almost there. Like about halfway there?
You're rocking some outrageous shoes lately.
But you've seen these ones more than once, and that's really embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed.
It's like you
got to give to the homeless, man. Just imagine how kind you could be if you're giving new kicks every day.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell the wife about this.
I'm going to
plan.
start buying 2 meals every time I go out to dinner, eating half of each one and giving the other half away. Then
Why wouldn't you just eat one?
Because I want more variety.
Right, yeah.
And then I'm twice as generous.
I actually totally was like, that's a great idea because now I get variety.
You are able to choose anyone. There's another question here. You're able to choose anyone in the world to ask one question to, and they must answer it completely honestly, leaving out no detail. Who do you ask and what?
Wow.
Well, that is intense.
That's kind of a big question.
That's not just an off the top of my head question.
Oh, man.
That would be such a waste.
Is this a Roswell question? Is that
Maybe.
That's a good one.
right? Go X-Files on this thing. Figure
But
out
who
what
do
the
you
government
ask?
knows.
Who do you ask?
That is part of the problem.
The Donald.
Because not everyone knows.
Who took...
Look at Independence Day.
Yeah,
The president didn't know.
that was a documentary, and it.
Yeah, that actually happened. Also won Best Picture of the Year.
Look it up.
Harry Connick Jr., Best Supporting Actor.
The president. Wait, Harry's in that movie?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
he
he's
is.
not.
No.
Go right now. Come on.
What? Harry, who does he...
Harry Connick Jr.'s in that movie?
He plays the.
He was the alien.
He plays one of the wingmen.
I think I see it in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Harry Connick
I
Jr.
still don't believe
Will
it.
Smith's wingman in that movie. There it is.
Wow.
1996.
Playing his jazz piano.
You're darn right. He was also the star of Hope Floats. Now move on.
I knew that one.
Okay.
All right, I've got my answer.
Okay. Who do you ask?
Now, this is alive or dead, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess.
I thought it was alive. But
I'm going to go alive or dead.
Okay.
I would go Lyndon Johnson. Okay.
Oh, LBJ. I know where this is going.
Yes. Lyndon Johnson,
Yeah.
the president who took over after the assassination of John F. Kennedy, who mean, when I was a teenager and I was so into the JFK
So was I.
conspiracy. I watched that super long movie, JFK. And
Which the
short title long.
Not the documentary. The Costner one?
No, it was I think it was a documentary.
Oh, okay.
And I was so convinced. I was like, dude, if you
makes-
don't think it was that guy,
LBJ?
LBJ,
like it was the original Making a Murderer.
he was the vice president, right?
Yes.
Wait,
he-
they believe that LBJ did
Yeah.
it?
There's
not the
theories.
shooter, but he
was involved.
orchestrated. So I would ask him. I would
Did
say,
you-
hey,
did you do it?
No, I would just say, who? No, I guess I do have to ask.
Yeah,
Did you-
because it's Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
maybe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Maybe.
How many shooters were there?
Would you
But that
ask
wouldn't
Lee
be-
Harvey Oswald what he did?
No, I would ask Lyndon Johnson. Who did you have a part in the assassination
Really?
of John F. Kennedy?
Really?
I think that would be fascinating.
It would.
And then I would record it, and then I would make millions,
So
and I would use that money to get new socks.
Yeah, I don't have anything popping into my head other than the joke about aliens and discovering the secrets of the government.
That's a good one. I mean, that has to be top of the noggin. You know, I think there's sports related things.
Yeah, I really lean heavy towards the just trying to find out, just dig up some of these conspiracies So like go to a high ranking.
What, like Nixon and
Yeah, a high rank. Well, we found out what Nixon did, but just a high ranking official, maybe an FBI agent, and saying, what are the top true conspiracies?
Oh, that's good because now you're going to get a pack
I get
of
a
them.
lot of answers, and now you have made small amounts of sock money, and I have made sneaker money from my information.
Hey, Neil, did you really land on the moon?
Oh, there you go. See, no, my FBI guy would tell me already.
Yeah, you'd know all this. All right.
And then you'd have to ask me a question, but you'd wasted your question on LBJ.
And I couldn't even pay you because I've wasted that money on socks. Darn it. All right. Next question.
you are given the ability to domesticate any animal in the world to
Elephant.
to be your pet. What would it be?
Elephant.
You've claimed it. Now you cannot change.
Dude, a freaking pet elephant?
Where in the world are you going to put your pet, Mike?
That's
You're
a
gonna
lot
have
of,
him live in your backyard?
That's a lot of nuts.
Where am I going to put it?
Yeah.
Underneath me as I ride an elephant through my neighborhood.
Oh, there is the
Okay.
riding effect.
No, that's awesome. I love.
I'm going
genuinely,
blue whale.
I genuinely love
I'm riding that blue whale.
the riding an elephant. But now you get home from your cool ride,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't fit in the garage, doesn't fit through the RV door.
It fits through the RV door.
Really?
Yes.
All right. I didn't realize you were going with a baby tiny elephant.
No, a large elephant would fit through an RV gate.
All right. It probably would.
Yeah,
So
you're all right about that.
It's going in my backyard.
Let me ask you a quick question before I choose. Can you ride a cheetah?
sure you can.
Harold and Kumar did.
If it's domesticated and it's
Are
your
they big
pet-
enough? I mean,
No, I don't know that it's.
it's not a horse, obviously.
Yeah.
I wonder if is its spine actually strong enough?
I think I'd have to ride I could ride a lion.
No. No.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't
Oh.
take my animal.
You
I'm
can ride.
taking a lion.
Oh, come on,
Snooze, you
man.
lose, man.
That was because that's the best. If
you
if
can
you
have
have a pet
you can have an
lion-
octopus.
if you had a pet lion, that can be indoor, outdoor.
Sure.
You can bring him with you anywhere.
Yeah, he'll defend you.
You can ride
like
him.
nobody's business.
Oh, you go to.
Or do you want tiger? You want tiger and I'll go lion?
No, I'd want the man. Look, this
I've
is
got
the king of the jungle.
I got Mufasa.
So you're telling me
You can have octopus.
that you feel like in your house a full-grown lion
Domesticated.
could function?
a domesticated. Yeah, I mean that's the point of this
I
question.
mean, I'd
is
build the house around
you've
it.
trained him.
Yes, he's trained,
If
but
I could look at a lion and say,
but he's still giant.
if I could look at a lion and say, sit,
Yeah.
and he does it, how cool am I? How
Oh,
powerful?
I know. I understand that. Same thing with my elephant as I
See,
squash your lion.
Your elephant, though, like as nice as it is, could accidentally kill you a lot of times. He could accidentally step
That's
on
true.
you. He could accidentally fall over on you. What if he wants to sit down?
Elephants are known for their clumsiness.
They sit. They sit occasionally.
Never.
Never. They're not known for their clumsiness.
All right, so if I can't pick a lion
Or elephant.
or elephant,
You can go with either. There's only two left.
Also, I have
Octopus,
Dumbo, so he can fly.
Octopus, and then
Man.
that might be it. That's all. that's
Seahorse.
it's
available.
the right answer, which I won't take, is dog, because then I have the best
Wait,
pet.
Yes, you
left. The dog's already domesticated.
Yeah, and they're awesome.
We did it right.
Okay.
Because we're
Yes.
like, oh, you know what would be great? That dog
I
is
get
a
it.
right
Oh,
size.
you know what you could do?
You only say that because they're domesticated already.
no, just
If they weren't domesticated, you wouldn't be like, man, that's the only animal I want domesticated.
a wolf.
No, wolves are just big dogs. If
They're better.
well, that's where I go to lion. That's where I would go all the way up to lion. I'm gonna take
Wiener dog. Wolf. Lion.
Those are all in the same category.
Exactly. It's like it's evolution.
What about
okay?
a gorilla?
Oh, now we're
You
talking.
could go gorilla.
I think in honor of Jay Grizz, the one that sits in on the studio, in honor of the animal draft where I was heavy bear,
You were.
I'm going with the grizzly.
Wow, that's not bad. You could ride a grizzly.
Oh, absolutely.
sure.
Backpack style. I could go,
What do you do during the months when it sleeps?
dude,
When
I
it
can
sleeps?
go shoulder style like a kid. That'd be awesome.
Would you hibernate with the bear?
I hibernate every winter.
I mean, it does seem like the right animal. You would gorge yourself during the holiday months with the bear.
Me and him love honey. We get into some honey fights, and we make a mess of the living room.
And then you sleep for 4 months.
And we sleep for 4 months and hope when we wake up that it's all cleaned up.
You are a bear.
Yeah.
You're a domesticated bear.
Hey, boo-boo.
All right, time for some life advice.
Spitballers to the rescue.
Like I said, I like not knowing what these questions are before we start talking. I just this question came in from, surprisingly, anonymous. This one was not named. I'm so surprised. I just farted, and the room was empty. But now a girl that I like has walked in here, and I know that she can smell it. What do I do now?
Oh, that's not good.
And this comes down to the basic premise of, do you make it worse by apologizing? Or do you hold out hope that she believes somebody else both came in, farted, and left the room, and it wasn't you?
Of course you make it worse by apologizing. Let's start there. Because apologizing admits wrongdoing.
But does it make it worse if you say, man, somebody came in here and let one go, and then they left?
No, I think I got it. You do a smelfie, right? You go, which for those who don't know what I'm talking about, is you smell your own armpits as if you're like, man, it kind of stinks in here. I hope that it's not me, because then you are simultaneously acknowledging there's a smell in the room. You are thinking, you are acknowledging, perhaps that was me. Okay. But you are not taking any ownership.
No, then
of
you look
said,
at then
of
you
said farts.
Is that ownership
exactly
or is that odorship?
No, and then you look. I love what you're saying, and then you go from the armpit with cringed face, and you look right at the girl like, "Is this you?"
See, I wasn't going there.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if that's how you really, because you like this girl.
Yeah, but when you like someone, you try to push them away, right? I mean, think about the playground, right? Who's the meanest to you? The one with the crush on you. Isn't that true?
We got to change that though.
But you don't leave it there. You don't hate that person and call him a stinky butt face forever. Just
for a few minutes.
You just accuse him of farting.
Wait, let me just get this right. In Jason's scenario, the woman he's got a crush on walks in the room. Mm-hmm. He's smelling his own pits to start as an opener, and then he follows it up with, "You're a smelly butt face."
No, I mean not just with my face. Just with the face. I look at it and go, my face says,
Who is
Are
that?
you a smelly butt face? That's what my face says. And then,
how
of
do you
course, she's going to
transition
go
that into a date?
Well, very easily.
Smoothly.
She's going to say, "Oh, it wasn't me." And then you'd say,
"Let's go somewhere less smelly.
Let's leave this room
Let's go on
together.
Let's go on a date.
Let's go on a date."
Are you interested in a date?
It's been a while since Jason.
It's been a long. I've married 13
married for a
years.
while.
My dating game is subpar, starting with the solo room farts.
It smells in here. You want to go out?
Yeah, because look, nowadays, that's me. If I'm sitting, the wife walks in. You just, yep.
Yeah, you betcha. You bet your bottom dollar.
And then gun fingers.
Yeah.
Hey, do you smell that?
So romantic. Actually, no. I don't know if I've brought it up on this particular podcast. Pro tip, fellas. If you sneak one out and it
I love this.
is bad, you go, "You smell popcorn?"
Yes. Yes.
Every time. That is a home run. It's always funny.
Now, this can't be with the about to want to date person. This is with the I've been with you for a decade person.
I don't know. I think it would
can't
go
leave
over.
me.
You can't leave. You're locked in for this. "Oh, do you smell popcorn?" Because then they take that big old whiff, and then they every time after the "Do you smell popcorn?" I get hit on the chest. I get a slap across the chest about 3 seconds
Do you
later.
rotate the food you're smelling, or does it work with popcorn every single
time, and
Popcorn,
it makes it better.
because popcorn smells so good.
You want to breathe it in.
Gross.
Everyone loves the smell of popcorn.
Oh, that's my go-to line in the car now.
After the
the window
windows are locked.
And then do you smell popcorn? Yeah, and then
you
I get
smacked.
hit. Worth it.
Matt on Instagram, when you get on an escalator, are you supposed to walk up it or just stand there and let it carry you up?
This is a great
I'm going
question.
to extend this question to the moving walkways, because you go to an airport and there are moving walkways, and sometimes I've gotten on those and feel like I'm a little too lazy not walking, but a little too in a hurry if I do walk. I'm in a middle zone where I don't know what to do. Now, what on an escalator, I've never even considered this being a question. I've always thought you stand and you wait.
You stand.
You never walk.
Yeah, but then what happens is the busy bee behind you needs to go somewhere, and so they start walking up, and they get to your step where you're standing, and because escalators are not big enough to like have multiple lanes
like a
of
passing
traffic.
lane.
You can go over to the right, but are you
I thought
saying
that was
you-
dangerous to move on an escalator.
No,
They
not
don't
at all.
want you to do that.
We live
As long as you
dangerous.
hold the handrail, you're perfectly safe.
So you think you can run up an escalator?
Of course.
I know you physically can, but I mean,
Did you never run up the down when you were a kid?
You had to try it.
No, I never did.
Never?
Oh man,
It was off limits. You go up the up, down the down, my friends.
No,
Rules are rules.
Phoenix, our airport, Sky Harbor, has this incredibly long escalator. Oh, that was
Did you
that
make
was the
it?
king. Of course, I made it.
But isn't it busy there?
Doesn't matter.
You
Two-
don't
2
go
a.m.
up the down
No.
with people on it.
No, there was no. This was like late night. It's empty. It's the holy grail of escalator up down running.
Have you ever tried to go down the up? That one's a
That's
little dangerous.
Oh,
That
but
one's
have I tried and succeeded? Yes.
impressive.
Thank you.
Look, here's what you do, Matt. When you're on the escalator, you stand, but you don't stand
gotta move
to
to
the
the right.
side. No.
Oh, wide stance?
You stand right in the middle, and you look straight ahead. If you look left or right, you're going to see the people behind you that are wanting to pass. But you don't want to have to, like, knock into them, have them knock into you, move your bags. That you've been shopping at the mall. You got these bags. Just the escalator's going to be done in, like, 10 seconds. Just hold on, buddy.
You are just full established dominance.
Established dominance.
Of the escalator.
Don't look back. Because, if you make the eye contact, you're going to have to get out of the way.
It's true.
All right. Jacob on Twitter. Growing up, I was told that I have to take at least a little bite of every dish on the table during the meal. Out of habit, I still do. Now my in-laws think I love a certain dish. They think I love a certain dish and make it specifically for me when I come over, but I actually despise it. What do I do? So he's been polite. He's taken a bite of everything, which, by the way, if you are a guest at a new table, I think that's pretty much the way to go. I mean, you don't want to like basically insult anything somebody worked hard to make at a single one-off dinner. So most of the time I'm like, I'll have a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Right.
But
I've
been in this boat before. I've had a very similar situation. The first time I met my wife's parents, they made me a few things that I don't really like. But I ate them with a smile on my face because it was the first time I met them. And then that became what Andy loves.
So did you ever tell them? Did you ever?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it just took how over under 3 years before you told them.
Next time that a big meal was coming up.
Oh, so you just right off the bat.
Well,
look,
no,
this is
I didn't
terrible.
tell them. I mentioned to my wife. My wife mentioned it to them and said, "Hey, Andy doesn't really dig the Brussels sprouts the way that he seemed to."
So it's you got to send a message through the grapevine situation.
I mean, what's the big deal? Is my real question.
Pass it down.
What does it matter? Oh, I guess now if they make it, he has to eat it again
yeah.
I mean,
and it
because
seems
it's
like
a specialty.
he's already made the mistake of this is several times in. This is not the first time you said something through the grapevine. This is now like 10 times. So now if you say it through the grapevine, they're going to go, why didn't he tell us earlier?
Now it's worse.
Why did you keep eating this?
It's a
So-
simple solution.
The dog.
Oh, you're going to hide it and feed the
Oh,
dog?
that dog's going to have a wonderfully...
That's the Seinfeld episode.
Really?
Yeah.
He had this mutton. He didn't
Got
want
nutting on
He
this
didn't want to
mutton.
eat it, so he kept pretending to take bites, putting it in his napkins, filling his pocket with napkins full of this mutton. But what I would do, it's simple. It's 2018, baby. You got a food allergy.
Yeah.
You got a new food allergy. Boy, I wanted to have that, but I am allergic to the glucosamine 4 eyes.
And
I
you
just found out
You
2 hours ago.
I was gonna say you just found that out too.
Oh, blood test came back positive.
I did that 23andMe.
Oh,
What a shame! I love this, but now I can't even eat it anymore.
oh man.
And now it just repulses me.
I guess just don't make it next time.
Yeah, now it's like, they say I should have pumpkin pie instead. So if next time you could just make some pumpkin pie.
You better know what you're talking about with that allergy. Because if you're committing to that lie, you're gonna fall into a trap when you love
Try something else
that has that ingredient, and
That's
they're
true.
gonna be watching for
It's
it.
risky business.
Just tell the wife
Lies.
to pass it down.
Lies usually
Divorce is
don't
the
work.
other option here.
Right, new in-laws.
You don't have in-laws if you're not married.
Let's get on a plane.
Get a little extreme.
Don't come back.
Go up the down elevator. Get on a plane. All right, let's draft.
The Spitballers Draft.
Now, I need some clarity on this one. Now, today we are drafting what I see. It says potato chips.
Mm-hmm.
Now, give me an example. Are we doing potato chip flavors? Or let's say, I have the first pick, right?
Right.
Let's say I can't just say like Ruffles.
Well, if you
Can I?
said Ruffles, you are claiming Ruffles' original flavor.
So somebody else can then follow that up with Ruffles barbecue.
I believe
Is there
so.
such a thing?
Of course there
I would
is.
assume
Okay,
so.
all right. I don't know.
Psychopath.
But so Pringles, we could have a whole draft of just Pringle flavors.
We could.
You can't just draft Pringles as like
That's
the
what I'm
chip.
asking.
Because we got to make a decision, one of those two things. I could go either way on this, fellas.
Well, and it's very important because I got the first pick in this draft, and I don't want to make a wrong decision because I want to claim a category. Well, let me just say this. If it were my first pick, like if I had to pick the high-level category,
Okay.
I would take Ruffles, like as an overarching category.
As the chip?
As the
See,
chip.
I
But
think
then
you
I
got-
feel like there's not enough variety for us to pick from.
I think you've got to designate brand of chip and flavor of
Okay.
chip.
All right.
So
Established. Ruffles original.
I'm going with the Ruffles,
Okay.
cheddar, and sour cream.
Oh, that's a great pick.
Okay? Best chip
That's
on
a
earth.
good pick.
Top 5 if you leave me with something I got to eat forever. I'm going rough. And now I don't think that's a poll winner.
It's a lot of characters for a Twitter poll.
Yeah.
This is my main worry with Ruffles, cheddar, and sour cream.
That's not hard to fix. It's very easy.
Yeah,
you
well,
put the selections inside of the tweet, and then you say you vote for Andy, Mike, and Jason.
You still got sweet limits, but yeah.
We'll
It's
figure it
the
out.
flavor. That's the name of it.
Okay.
Ruffles, cheddar, and sour cream, potato chips.
Another rule. Question. So could I take like Lay's cheddar and sour cream?
No. You can't have any matching.
So I can't take Ruffles.
I know you can't. You can't have them matching on the back end.
All right. Now, after looking up my pick here, wow, this is really difficult because there's so many things that we need to clarify. Whoever came up with this idea, they did not think through the consequences. Because I want to take Doritos nacho cheese,
You can.
but that's technically a tortilla chip.
No,
That's totally
Doritos
fine.
nacho cheese is
It's
obviously.
chips. We're drafting chips.
It's a great pick.
Don't muddy the water.
You said potato chips.
Oh,
okay.
come on.
All right. Now you're just
All right, well then
Doritos.
Then sweet. I got the first pick in the draft. I got Doritos nacho cheese. It's so good they turned it into a taco.
That's
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 taco
called
is
the
great.
Taco Bell standard, and I don't use it to apply to good things. If Taco Bell's made something out of you, it's not always a good thing.
Murica disagrees.
yeah, well,
and I fully disagree. Taco Bell's done it right. All right.
Yeah, it's you disagree with Andy.
You're correct, because
Okay.
the Doritos taco, it's fully lit.
Yeah.
oh no,
lit
it's
and
great.
legit.
It's great. I'm not.
He's just saying to say
very
that Taco
salty.
Bell did
It's
it
very salty, though. You got to admit that.
in a great way.
Yeah.
It's salty.
Okay, Jason.
All right, so
You
I'm on
get
the
2
turn here.
picks.
I get 2. First of all, I'm going to also take the first pick in the draft because we all three think we've got it. It's Lay's barbecue chips. Lay's, the classic. Look, you can't eat just one, and the barbecue is better than the OG. Lay's barbecue is my chip of choice, and then I'm going to go. I feel like nobody would draft this, but it's so darn good that I don't want it to go anywhere else. So I'm going to actually take the kettle-cooked jalapeno chips.
Okay.
The Kettle
all right.
brand jalapeno chips. They are so good. I got my sweet barbecue. I got my spicy.
Now I feel like we're finding our place in this draft. I think
Jalapeno.
we're really relating to the topic. Lay's barbecue, kettle cooked jalapeno. Mike, you're back on the clock.
All right, I'm back on the clock. I have a pick. I don't think that Andy will grab it. Actually, I don't think he'll grab either of the two that I want to go. But sometimes you just got to go with a classic. Also, Lay's are garbage.
What?
They're terrible.
Fresh bag of Lay's. You can't beat that, man.
Yeah, you can. It's called Pringles Original.
Is that what your pick is?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
100%.
Pringles are fake.
Boring.
They are.
Pringles chips are fake.
That's fine with me.
They're just fake looking.
They're fake looking?
Yeah.
What
yeah.
do they
because
look
a regular
like?
chip is a hypothetical potato that has been sliced end to end. And they are various shapes and sizes because you have just fried a potato. A Pringle is a printed chip.
Have you ever shaved a piece off of a potato?
No, slice.
Yeah,
Slices.
so have you ever sliced a piece off of a potato?
Sure.
If it's thin, it's very floppy.
Are you telling me right now, right here on this show, in front of America, millions of people, are you telling me that you believe that Pringles chips in their uniform fashion are slices of a potato?
Yes.
You.
What? What else would it be?
It is not that. They're all the exact same.
Yeah, there's a mold.
Yeah, but you're mashing it all up, is what you're saying?
No, you can slice it and then
no. Wait,
It's-
you're wasting 8/10 of the potato to get these perfect slices?
A high court judge has ruled
Oh, I wanna
that
hear this.
Pringles, the popular snack food in a tube, are not potato crisps. They are not real potatoes, according to a high
Of course
court
they're
judge.
not. Of
Whoa,
course they're not.
Whoa, no, what's happening?
No, you get to pick them because they fit the chip category on
What ruling is this?
the grocery store wall.
This is from the BBC News.
And common sense, my friend.
Oh, they're delicious.
They
Well,
are
no, that's
certainly
fine.
delicious.
There's
There will
no
be no
question.
debate here about whether Pringles are delicious.
All right.
I just can't believe you thought they came from a regular potato.
My boring comment is simply because nobody has more flavors than Pringles.
And you went with OG.
And you went with the boring
I get it
one.
because they have their own little flavor to it.
Yeah.
like crappy Folgers coffee. It's got its own flavor. All right, I got 2 picks. Oh, I feel good about this. I feel real good about this. I am going to go with. I'm gonna go with kettle cooked sea salt and vinegar.
Oh, I'm so happy someone
I
took
was
it.
totally
Disgusting.
incorrect that Andy would not have taken my pick.
I knew both of you
That's what I was going to take.
dummies liked salt and vinegar chips are
Kettles?
just the worst.
No, they
By
are.
the way, we're not the only ones.
No, people love
also
it.
all of America.
People love salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, the kettle ones?
They're so
like
bad.
I'm not even voting for myself anymore. I'm voting for Andy.
because I want some diversity. I'm going Lay's sour cream and onion. Lay's sour cream and onion.
So you have cheddar sour cream.
Cheddar and sour cream are
and
completely
onion.
different than
no,
sour
I
cream
know,
and
but
onion.
I'm just saying. But that was on the basis of I need variety.
Yes. Well, because
So-
I would have gone Ruffles again. Ruffles sour cream and onion, but I went regular.
All right, sour cream and onion is better than cheddar, in my opinion. So good,
They're both very good. I'm very hungry now. Jason, you're back on the clock.
No, he's not. I'm back on the clock.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Well, I'm deciding if I just want to fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire.
Yeah, because you technically have the kettle brand.
No, we established that you can't. You can't, like, for instance, he had the Ruffles cheddar and sour cream, so I couldn't take Lay's cheddar and sour cream.
And by the way, I'm just talking about any kettle cooked sea salt and vinegar. It doesn't have to be the kettle brand, but the kettle cooked style. So I'm just saying it's even more. You know what I'm saying? There's a kettle cooked type of chip and a regular chip.
Yeah, that's feel like you're overstepping what you're actually able to grab, though.
What do you mean?
Because I would like to take Miss Vicky's sea salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, no. We said you can't match the back end.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I missed that.
okay.
I missed that part.
Gotcha.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
Now
you wanted to cheat. No, I get it.
Yeah, I did. Now I got to figure out what these things are called.
Oh, well, you got something in your. You don't even know what your favorite
he
is?
only
No.
takes potato chips that aren't really. What are these things called?
No, because they are. I had to get the brand name of it, and we are talking about now. Since I was allowed the tortilla chip, am I allowed the pita chip?
Sure.
Yeah.
Stacy's cinnamon and sugar pita chips.
Oh, okay. All right.
You may have not heard of them, so it may not be a popular
It's a
pick.
classic Mike pick.
But they are at the Costco. You can get the giant bag, and it is a dessert chip. Jason, if you've never had them, I've just changed your life for the better.
They're very good. But
I hate pita chips, and I do love cinnamon and sugar, but pita chips, they're always way too hard. They're like eating rocks that you can, like flat rocks that you
They're
can
like eating rocks you can
barely
eat.
chew through. Yes. So I'm happy and I'm sad here
okay.
because,
Well, nothing new.
yeah, it's Livin. Look, the pick that I wanted, they are probably my favorite treat chips in the world. They're still here, and I know what to do, and I'm going to take them.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Fritos flavor twists. Have you had
The flavor twist.
You haven't had these? They're Fritos brand. You Google it because you'll see the package and you'll know what I'm talking about. And they're the twists, the little spirals, filled with so much good seasoning and sugar.
Yeah,
They're
those are good.
They
Those are
are
good.
so good. They're like kind of sweet. Oh man, I'm going to get a bag on the way home.
I am freaking hungry.
And since
So,
I've got
You don't get two picks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the back. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go for
all
it.
right,
Go for it.
so right
my
now,
bad. My
Andy,
bad.
you've been writing this down. What is my team?
Your team right now is the Lay's barbecue chips, the kettle cooked jalapeno chips, and the Fritos flavor twists.
Oh man, I've got variety. I've got greatness. I'm gonna take the home run here,
The
which
fish
is
and chips.
oh, that sounds good. What's better than chips?
Fish.
French fries and fish.
Fish.
I'm gonna take the Tostitos scoops. Okay, so
all right.
Wait,
make
just
it-
the traditional scoops.
because I want salsa, I want queso,
You're
I
in-
want.
So utility matters here.
Yeah, here it's I'm basically taking I'm taking tortilla chips, except I'm taking how they've been scientifically upgraded into bowls.
Okay.
And the Tostitos scoops,
All right.
The problem with scoops is they can be too thin.
they can be, which is why I didn't go baked scoops.
It's so
Those
bizarre
just break.
that
Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
the entire purpose of this chip is that I can easily pick up a dip, except I leave half of my chip in there and
Look,
because it breaks.
we, as a civilization, we have not been here a long time, Mike. We have not figured everything out.
Well,
We're working on it.
All
You
right.
have, Mike, as you make your last pick, you have Doritos nacho cheese flavored.
Yep, very
You
happy.
have the Pringles original, which, upon reading it again, is actually a really solid pick. You have Stacy's cinnamon and sugar pita chips. That's a little bit of a left fielder.
It's a reach.
But now you've got your
I'd
final.
like to reach for them and put them in my mouth.
You've got a final one.
All right. So you took which Fritos, Jason?
He took. Oh, I know what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing.
The
He took
the honey
Fritos
barbecue
flavor
twists
twists.
or
Yeah,
whatever
those
they
are
are.
really good.
So I can take Fritos chili cheese?
Yeah, you
Correct. You can take the worst chips known to man.
No. Honestly, that
you
was
are-
gonna be my final
You are
pick.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
The worst. You're just a bold-faced liar now,
No.
trying to down talk my pick.
No way.
So let me get this right. Jason Moore doesn't like Fritos chili cheese flavored or kettle cooked sea salt and vinegar.
That is correct.
Because he is an animal.
I am on a site called eatthis.com. They have the 35 best chips of all time.
According to Jason Moore.
Ranked, no, according to them. And it is, and they get to the end and it says, and the number one worst chips are Fritos corn chips chili cheese.
Chili cheese is amazing. Mike, what
They're
a pick.
great.
What a pick.
Let's share a bag.
Let's share 2 bags.
It's not
One
really-
each.
It's not really
All right.
That's too
That's
bad.
the best kind of sharing.
I'll
That's
eat the
just
top of
eating.
one. You eat the top of the other. We swap. All
Hey,
right.
Tiff, you wanna share a meal today at this restaurant? Yeah, I'll get the hamburger. You get the steak. I'll just eat mine. You eat yours.
Well,
We'll
that actually
share.
makes sense
Yeah.
because you can half it.
And you're not allowed to share with us because we love these.
Okay.
All right. I was going to make Fritos chili cheese the final pick, much like you were sad that I took the sea salt and vinegar.
Yeah.
So I'm going to close it out with what I want to call the cheese trifecta finish.
All right.
Because I don't have a choice. I can't take what you took. I'm going Ruffles, loaded bacon and cheddar, potato skins.
Ooh.
I'm sure those are delicious, but how this draft is completed without Cool Ranch
I thought about it.
being selected is a
I'm
tragedy.
changing
No,
to Cool Ranch.
Whoa, no. We know the rules here. I was forced to remove the poll with Chris Pratt in it.
Yeah, because you cheated.
No, well, because you said I couldn't change my pick. The draft
Yeah,
was over.
no. You take your pick. You get what you get.
I've written down loaded bacon and cheddar potato skins. That is the flavor of the Ruffles. They are incredibly good. They are barely, from a flavor profile, barely behind the cheddar and sour cream standard.
Yeah, they're barely different.
Correct.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes, you've drafted two of the same
Hey, Jason,
chips.
do you like one great thing or two great things? I'll take two great things. Thank you.
I'll take new great things every day on my feet. Brand new socks.
Yeah. What did I learn today? I learned that Jason thinks he could donate to the world by wearing a sock and donating it right afterwards, each and every day of his life. And I would not want to be the homeless person receiving your after-workout socks. Let's put it that way.
I learned today that I have a great heart for saving the planet
True
by
humanitarian philanthropist.
yes,
Jason
by
Moore.
saving water with all of my plasticware.
I learned that Jason, who thinks his food takes are invincible, has terrible potato chip takes.
These are weak, Jay. They're real weak.
My food takes are the best, though, in general. The
and
people know
scoops,
that.
you got to remember, you're eating those scoops without any dip in them.
No, that's not true.
Yes, you are. If you're taking a bite.
What,
you insulted
do
his
I have
Pringles
to have-
original?
Do I have to have the Doritos taco shell with nothing in it when I eat my not taco?
Yes.
No.
Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.